Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. Special thanks to you patrons. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of Lost. I'm still buzzing, guys. I just finished watching episode 5 of season 4, The Constant. An amazing episode, so much to process, but duty calls and I get to react to another episode now. This one is called The Other Woman, and I see the title on my screen. I've purposely blocked out any slug line or anything, so all I know is the title, and I'm fascinated for no other reason than it's not capitalized. The O and the W, the O of other and the W of woman, don't have capitals, and that's the only episode title I've ever seen of Lost that's done that. I don't know why. Maybe it's just an error on Disney Plus's part, but that's what I'm seeing, so I'm intrigued. I'm also super intrigued by just everything else that's going on in season 4. We had one of Desmond's lucid flashbacks again last episode. In fact, we had a whole string of them as he hopped back and forth between 1996 and 2004. We've learned Daniel Faraday is... We knew he was a physicist, but what we learned is that he's trying to figure out time travel, and Desmond, going back to 96, gave him some information that made that possible. Which is a bit of a bootstrap paradox, but let's ignore that for the moment. We also have learned that Penny is Desmond's constant, Desmond is Daniel's constant. Who else may be subject to these time warps of this having their consciousness transfer back and forth through time? Never mind what's happening in the future. Never mind that the Hansos had the ship's log from the Black Rock. Then Penny Widmore's dad bought that off the Hansos at auction. 305 degrees is the bearing in and out of the island. And, man, just what happens next? I just don't know. Are we going to have another flash forward in this episode? Are we going to find out another member of the Oceanic Six? Are we going to stick with our characters on the boat? Are we going to find out who Ben's mole on the boat is, if in fact he has one? He said he has one, and maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Who knows? It seems like the pilot wants to help Saeed and Desmond. He might be the only one on their side. George was sympathetic to their plight, but a brain aneurysm took him. He wasn't able to get back. Shame to see Fisher Stevens go that quickly, but we still haven't met a bunch of people on the ship. You know, we met Ray the Doctor, who's suspicious and odd, but we haven't met the captain. We haven't met, what was her name? Regina. Okay, so there's now suddenly a couple of people with R's as their first initial. Ray, Regina, maybe there's more. But Saeed saw Naomi's bracelet. It was signed by an RG. It was a gift from an RG. So maybe from the Doctor, maybe from Regina, maybe from another R entirely that I've forgotten or that we haven't met yet. So many questions on Lost this season, and I love it. I love it because it's just so much fun. So let's watch this episode. This is episode 6 of season 4. It's called The Other Woman, all lowercase, except for the capital T for the.
Previously on Lost.
Rescuing you and your people, can't really say it's our primary objective. Then what is?
They want Ben. We back in Miami? Is this flashbacking or is this the future? Is she one of the 6?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I really don't think I need therapy.
How about we call it talking instead of therapy? So you've been here a week?
Where is
And
here?
what's your least favorite part so far?
I don't like being treated like a celebrity.
Is that surprising?
Okay, so this is post
You're big news right now.
Oceanic 6.
Harper, I'm sorry for the interruption.
What?
I know you don't like me busting in.
Oh, is this her first arriving on the island? Oh, okay. Never mind.
She's all yours, Tom.
This is not the future. You writers are messing with us on purpose.
Welcome to the island.
Naughty writers messing with us.
You give her a week, she'll have you crying about your daddy.
Yeah, Tom got shaggy.
Personal experience here.
Is he romancing
Welcome to your
her?
humble abode.
Seriously, you shouldn't have gone to all the trouble. I'm only going to be here for 6 months.
Well,
Right, of course.
funny about that.
We want you to feel at home.
I like that we're getting a flashback, an on-island flashback, but still, awesome.
Have you seen Charlotte and Faraday? All their stuff's gone.
샬럿하고 페라리는 정글로 들어가는 거 봤는데.
You saw them going into the jungle.
Why didn't he say anything?
You said they are friends.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
We don't know. Torch ain't doing well. The whispers.
Jack?
Hello, Juliet. Long time no see.
She's the therapist. Have we seen her at any other time? What happened to her on the island? She wasn't in Looking Glass with Charlie, was she? I don't think so.
I came to deliver a message from Ben. The two people you're looking for, Faraday and Lewis, they're headed to the Tempest.
Oh, she's not dead.
And if they
I
figure
thought
out
she
how
was.
to deploy that gas, then everyone on this island is going to die.
How can Ben possibly know where they are when he's a prisoner?
Ben is exactly where he wants to be.
And she just disappears? How does that happen? Are the whispers like a premonition of a teleportation?
Okay.
Oh,
I was just looking for some gauze.
they end up together, her and Goodwin.
How'd you manage that?
It's a weird looking wound.
Burke, right?
I heard we lost Henrietta this morning. It's okay. It's not your fault.
So whose fault is it?
Anyone to talk to? Maybe Harper.
Harper hates me. She's a mean and spiteful person.
She's my wife.
Oh,
She's your wife.
great. Stick your foot in that mouth even more. So she,
obliged, ma'am.
no wonder Harper hates her. She stole her husband.
I know a chemical burn when I see one.
So what's he doing chemically?
Faraday and Charlotte are heading for the Tempest. It's an electrical station that powers the island.
Why would they go there?
And they call it the Tempest?
If there's something you need to tell me, now's the time to do it.
What I need is for you to help me. Will you help me?
Yes, but why won't she say?
Thank you.
It's her favorite stream crossing.
Is that way?
Oh. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, it's okay.
It's okay. It's Kate.
Does Kate recognize her?
What are you guys doing out
That was a weird look.
The sat phone ran out of juice. It's totally dead. There's no way we can call the boat.
Lies.
Get head down, show her.
Don't turn your back to her, Kate.
Batteries, huh? What's this for?
Why would you turn your back to her?
Harper.
The two of you friends?
Nope.
She was my therapist. It's very stressful being another, Jack.
Ben, I didn't know you were here.
Thanks. No, I already... besides, I have an appointment with your wife in 10 minutes.
Ben's certainly interested. Goodwin's certainly interested. We know Juliet hooks up with Goodwin. When we first met Juliet, it felt like Ben had some, she and Ben had some history.
He's been really good to me.
Of course he has. You look just like her.
Just like her.
I'm sorry?
And I see you and my husband become friendly.
Oh, jeez. That's very hostile.
When did you start sleeping with him?
What?
I know. I followed you. I don't want him to get hurt.
I would never hurt him.
Look, I am not talking about you. I am talking about Ben.
Is that why Ben sent Goodwin to the tailies?
It's not hard to understand why they might think we're hostile. I might be just a little less intimidating.
She's got a point, Locke.
It's not going to happen, Claire.
Don't you want to know whose boat it is?
Philip K. Dick. Is that... I don't know enough... I don't recognize that title. Is it Valis? I know he writes great sci-fi, but I can't say I've read much of his. I know Blade Runner is based on him, on one of his novels, and so is iRobot, I think.
This didn't have
Am I
a
right?
number on it, did it? Your people are going to be so angry when they realize you still don't have a plan.
And I assume you have a plan.
I always have a plan.
I don't doubt
Does it
that.
involve you raising $3.2 million?
I can help you, John. We have shared interests, or at least a common enemy.
And that would be our friends on the freighter.
Not them.
Jack.
The one they work for.
Yeah, who is he? Is it Woodmore?
Get me out of here. And I give you my word, I'll tell you everything you want to know about
Yeah,
the
but
person
see,
who sent
there's the
freighter.
problem. I don't trust your word.
Yeah.
All right, then. I guess I'll have to show you.
Ah, love scenes with those two. Love scenes with those two. She's still doing it. She's still hooking up with him. So obviously Juliet's the, quote, other woman, but why not capitalized? Maybe it's just a typo. Maybe I'm way overthinking this.
Are you worried about Ben? Why, because he has a crush on you?
And you don't think that's a problem?
Now, a little less than a kilometer from here, he has me working with chemicals. Kill every man, woman, and child on this island if I flip the wrong switch.
Is he making this gas that they were talking about at the Tempest?
What's Ben gonna do?
It's gonna send you to the tailies.
You see where the tail landed? Yeah. We're all be in the water. You run, you can make that shore in an hour. Go.
So what did Ethan do to piss him off?
Hey, it's all right. It's okay. Hey. Easy.
Juliet's the other woman again.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, gas masks.
Juliet.
Yeah. Where's Juliet gone?
Juliet!
Because she's not getting water. What does she know about this gas? What was Faraday... what was Goodwin working on?
If my people still wanted me, John, they would have stormed this camp long ago.
How did he get...
Behind that picture.
How did he get his message to the therapist? Like, who's she actually speaking for? Because she didn't speak to...
36-15-28.
Not a bomb? Is it an orientation tape? The Red Sox.
Red Sox?
I taped over the game.
What's this? Okay, it's Woodmore.
This is the man whose boat is parked offshore. This is the man that's been trying to find the island.
So Charles and Penny are not working together, as far as I...
How does Widmore know about the island?
I don't know.
He
But
bought
he
the
does.
book.
What does he want?
How many people do you think would come here to see you?
Everything I know about Charles Widmore is in this file. And now it's all yours.
There's one more thing I need to know. Your man on the boat.
Might want to sit down.
I feel like it was George, because George was doing the leaping too, which means he may have spent time on the island in the past. New hatch. What's the logo? Is this Tempest? Is that new damage?
Hi, come on in.
It's adorable that he's crushing on her. So who was... I'm trying to remember.
Just you and me.
I'm just trying to remember the name of his childhood friend. Presumably he married her and then she died. Probably when having a child. when pregnant.
I want to thank you for how wonderful you've been with Zach and Emma.
Zach and Emma. Did they
Your children.
Did they kidnap
Do
kids?
they really belong here?
They're on the list, Juliet. Who are we to question who's on the list and who's not?
Now that we have everyone on the list from the tail section, what about Goodwin?
Oh, okay, we're at that point. That's the Zach and Emma.
There's no reason for him to hurry back, right?
Oh man, big facility.
Warning. Manual entry. Override denied.
Yeah, the big old wave. Okay, this is Tempest.
What are you doing here?
Like, should she be shocked to see him?
1 minute to contamination.
You want to release the gas, you'll die with the rest of them.
I'm not trying to release it. I'm trying to render it inert.
Man, Charlotte's a bit of a psycho for an anthropologist. She's vicious.
Whatever he's doing, tell him to stop.
Tell me you are certain that Benjamin Linus wouldn't use this gas to kill everyone on this island. We know he's used it before.
Okay, I think I actually believe them.
5, 4,
1 second remaining. That's when you stop it. Just for drama. Okay. The screen says we're happy. So who triggered it if they didn't? The others? We don't know what they've been up to yet.
I sent Pickett and Tom to track their location, and they came across this.
Oh, good one.
I'm sorry, Juliet.
Sorry about what?
Guess I should have listened to you.
Why did you bring me out here?
What, you mean instead of his wife?
You sent him out here because you knew this would happen. Why?
After everything I did to get you here, after everything I've done to keep you here, how can you possibly not understand that you're mine?
Oh, creepy. Yeah.
Take as much time as you need.
You're mine? Oh, Ben's a psycho.
Ben, he told me to kill both of them.
But did Ben do that?
How can he tell you
Ben's
anything?
been
I
a
don't
prisoner.
know. But he knew how to get to me. Don't you understand?
These people came here to wage war against Ben. And Ben's gonna win. And when he does, you don't want to be anywhere near me.
Why not?
Because he loves me. He's infatuated. I'm his.
Because he thinks that I'm his. And he knows how I feel about you.
Leaners are worth two. Ringers are worth 3.
Guess I'm just lucky.
What's Hurley see? What do they see?
What the hell are you doing now?
Yeah.
See you guys at dinner.
Walk a little moat. Oh, this show's so much fun. Okay, so we actually got another flashback. I was worried we'd never get another normal flashback again, and we got Juliet's time on the island in condensed form. Her relationship with Goodwin, how she basically stole him away from his wife. But we've got this really interesting sort of love chain on the island, you know? Jack's in the middle. And he loves, so there's Jack here, and Jack loves Kate, but Jack loves Juliet too, and they both have feelings for him. But Kate also has feelings for Sawyer, and Sawyer definitely has feelings for Kate, and Ben has feelings for Juliet, and Juliet hates Ben. She's just interested in Jack, but she doesn't want Jack to get hurt, so there's this like 5-person chain of infatuation and love going on. It's fun, you know. By you know, all of it feels earned. All of it feel like the writers have invested enough into these characters that it doesn't feel contrived in the least. It's weird because we've known Ben since season 2 now, and we've never really thought much about him as a, we never thought much about his love life, because there's so much else going on with him. Like, he's operating up here. We're not thinking about, these normal human emotions with him. He's an antagonist. He's a villain. We're not necessarily thinking about who he's got a crush on, but he's got a crush on Juliet, which is, of course he does. Of course he does. It's been obvious at a subtle level from the very beginning, from the moment we met Juliet, from that first episode of season 3. It felt like there was something there. Juliet had blown up at him, like he was no longer part of book club, all that sort of thing. But what a weirdly, maybe it's weird for any normal person, not necessarily weird for Ben, but that possessiveness, you're mine, I own you. Oh, that was just a gut punch, just, cringeworthy on so many levels, but gross. But yeah, that's how he thinks. He's got this insane superiority complex, and he doesn't get why Juliet doesn't reciprocate. She's more interested in Goodwin, and so he sent Goodwin to his death, or at least away and on an incredibly dangerous mission. And now Juliet's afraid that Jack's going to attract similar attention. And retroactively, that's a smidge problematic, only because, well, Jack was certainly imprisoned. That was prior to he and Juliet developing that sort of bond. And once that bond had developed, Ben was still willing to let Jack and Juliet leave on the sub. He was going to let them leave until Locke stumbled in and said, hey, I'll blow that up for you. So was he really willing to admit failure, or did he have another plan for them to prevent them from going home on the submarine? Because they were literally like a minute away from getting on board before kaboom. Fascinating. And the therapist, I forget her name, I apologize for that, but she said, of course Ben's interested in you, you look just like her. So presumably Ben had a wife. I'm going to put my money on the young girl that we met when Ben was a young boy in that flashback. I forget her name. I'll have to go back and check. So many new names have been thrown at us in the last dozen episodes. I'm having a hard time internalizing them all, but I'll get there. I promise. I will get there. So Ben was married, and she must have died. I'm going to guess that she died in her second trimester, which is why Ben's so passionate. One more reason why Ben is so passionate about the fertility study and bringing Juliet to the island to solve it for them, and also the fact that she looks like his ex-wife is a bonus. It all lines up. It all makes sense. In the B storyline, Ben's talked his way out of the basement jail cell. He's confirmed that Charles Widmore is funding the search. But Penny didn't know about the boat, but she was calling the boat. So I'd love to know more about Penny and Charles's relationship, because I don't even think we've ever seen them in the same scene. I'm trying to recall all of Desmond's flashbacks, whether that's ever been the case. I don't think we have. We, of course, understand how Widmore found the island, because he bought the book from the Black Rock last episode in Desmond's flashback in 96. But Ben doesn't have that information, naturally. So is Widmore... I don't feel Widmore's affiliated with the Dharma Initiative. That doesn't make sense. It feels like he and the Dharma Initiative are separate. Honestly, does the Dharma Initiative even exist? The Hansos were selling off some of their stuff in 96. Maybe that's sort of when they were folding up shop. I don't know. or running out of funding, but they're still doing airdrops. I don't know, man. Lots to think about. Another really fun episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Is that all Typhoon is for? The Typhoon station, or no, sorry, Tempest station? Is that all it's for? Is generating this poison gas that Goodwin was working on? But it's also some sort of power station? Or is that just what everyone's been told it is, as opposed to, you know, chemical weapons manufacturing plant? How many more stations are there? Like, way more than the 6 that we thought there were when we saw the orientation film for the Swan. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I love these. I hope you do too. Let me share your comments down below. That would really get me excited if you told me what you thought of this episode. Until next time, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.